Spurlock.
Here.
Councilman DeFilippo.
Here.
Councilwoman Marker.
Here.
Councilman Strider.
Here.
Councilman Lilly.
Here.
Councilman Reimer.
Here.
Councilwoman Walker.
Here.
Mayor Mullins.
Here.
You have quorum.
Thank you. Y'all please stand. Councilman Reimer, please, in a word of prayer.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for this beautiful day you give us to watch Carol Orrs and let us be here this evening. We thank you for all our visitors here tonight, dear God, and we ask you to be with us in our meeting, be with everything is said and done. These things we ask in your name. Amen.
Thank you, council. Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. Margie.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Need a motion to approve the minutes of the previous meeting, please.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. City's monthly financial statement. Councilman Sabo.
Nothing this evening, sir.
Thank you, sir. Petitions, communications, and public hearings. If you'd read the title, please, Margie.
An ordinance to authorize a cable television franchise agreement with CAS Cable.
Is there a motion to pass on to a second reading?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Sabo. Any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion passes. Item B, if you'd read the title, please, Margie.
An ordinance to authorize a cable television franchise agreement with Suddenlink.
Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Is there-
Pass on to second reading.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, pass on to second reading. I apologize.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman DeFilippo. Any discussion on this one? All in favor, signify by saying aye. Opposed? Motion passes. Item C, it's a budget revision for the general fund. Councilman Sabo.
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to accept the revision as submitted.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Walker. Excuse me, is this a roll call, Marty?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 12 o'clock. Roll call vote, please.
Councilman Sabo.
Yes.
Councilman Spurlock.
Yes.
Councilman DeFilippo.
Yes.
Councilwoman Marker.
Yes.
Councilman Strider.
Yes.
Councilman Lilly.
Yes.
Councilman Reimer.
Yes.
Councilwoman Walker.
Yes.
And Mayor Mullins.
Yes.
That is unanimous vote.
Thank you, Marge. Quickly moving right along. Item D, if you'd read the resolution, please, Margie.
A resolution recognizing the reasonable expectation of the reimbursement of expenditures in connection with the South Charleston Municipal Building Commission lease revenue bonds, Series 2022, which is the Jefferson Road Development Project, made prior to the issuance of the bonds.
Is there a motion to approve this resolution?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Spurlock. Any questions on this? We discussed this in the Finance Committee meeting. Any questions, any comments on this one? I think everybody was in there. Okay, what are you looking at? I'm sorry. I thought you were looking at me like, never mind, Adam, you're good. Sorry, I just looked confused. Okay. We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion or questions? All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Resolution passes. Thank you all. Consideration of many bids. Councilman Sabo.
None this evening, sir.
Okay, moving right along. We're at department head reports. Before we get to that, I'm going to turn the floor over to Councilman Sabo to recognize a special group of young folks that did some special things.
Okay, this evening, we had the art scholars and students here before. Now we have a particularly special golfer, and then we have both the male and female, boys and girls track club that did very good. Ms. Chandler, if you could recognize the coaches, and then they can let us in on all the good stuff that's going on.
I want to interact as Dave Walker for a minute, who was our golf coach.
Okay.
Huge shout out to him taking our golf teams. But I have AJ Young. He shot a 65 and placed second out of 35 golfers in middle school in the county. He's only been golfing 2 years.
Wow. You shot a 65. Where'd you shoot a 65 at?
We were playing at Coonskin, we played 18.
Okay, good for you.
You do lessons.
18.
They're not for me.
Yeah.
Else out there.
I mean, I have a hard time shooting that putt-putt.
At the front nine. It's just in Reimer's jaw.
We'll get you a summer job.
Reimer hadn't shot a 65 on the front nine.
I quit after 70.
Well, good for you. Congratulations. That's great. That's a great score. Good for you. Good for you.
And I want to turn it over to our track coach, Laura Johnson, and she can tell you all about our wonderful runners and the records
Great.
last week. So we had, first of all, we took first place at an invitational this year, which hasn't happened in I don't even know how long.
How long
Which is
now?
extremely exciting for our school. And then we had 8 records broken. I guess
Wow.
8 individuals break records at the county meet. And I'm going to just read off names and have them stand. Not all of them could make it. They're also involved in a soccer tournament that's coming up, and so some of them are that, but very talented athletes. So our shuttle hurdle relay team, I'm going to read them. They broke the school record and placed at county. Genevieve Hudson, Ajayla Reese, Addison, who I don't think could make it, and Mariah Jones. And then for distance, we had 3 records broken. Aiden is at soccer, Aiden Hoft, he broke the mile record, and he actually had never run the mile at a track meet before. We just knew he was good at distance. We're like, why don't you just try it at county? He not only broke the school record, he placed at county. Fantastic, he was a fantastic event. And then also Sonia Johnson, who broke the 1600 and the 3200 record. We had Alea Woods, who broke the 100-meter dash, fastest girl, and took first place at the county.
All right.
And then Genevieve Hudson broke our school record in, is it the 100 or 110? 100-meter hurdles. And she's also on the shuttle hurdle relay team. Excellent hurdlers. I'm not going to list all the groups that placed at county because we had such a great turnout. Almost every relay team and individual got in the top 6, so they did really, really well this year.
That is awesome.
Everybody stand up.
Yeah, stand up. Congratulations to all of you. What a great job. Appreciate you coming up and letting us know all this. Good stuff. That's good stuff. Anybody want to make a speech?
Everybody's hands.
Are you sure? Okay. All right. Well, again, congratulations. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, Mayor, thank you for that. It just to show you how fast and how far we're going with the middle school these days. Everything
Good deal.
is cruising right along.
I mean, Kismet, you've been here how many times in the last month, too? That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Keep coming back with
That's
good
right.
news. Keep coming back.
Here all the time.
Good, good. Okay, anything else, Councilman Cybolt?
No,
Is that
thank
it?
you, sir.
Okay, we're at department head reports. Anybody have anything? Department heads, anybody? Council members have any questions for anybody? Councilman Spurlock?
Yeah, I
Yes,
wanted
sir.
to mention, on May the 9th, we had a charity golf, well, actually on May the 7th, we were getting ready for a charity golf tournament. And we usually have it, well, we always have it at Edgewood. It was underwater. And a friend of mine who was helping us, he works for Little Creek Golf Course. And he said, well, Tommy, I think we can get Little Creek Golf Course. And I said, well, make the call. So he made the call. And everyone was so accommodating. I mean, they just turned this around for us. It was unbelievable how this turned around. It was just, because you have people that come every year. We've been doing it for 10 years. This was the 11th year. Make hotel reservations and everything. It was just something we really didn't want to cancel. So Glenn Moore is the person who made the call. And I just want to mention some people's names to thank because, like I said, including yourself, including Brad, you guys came up. That was a really wonderful thing and made the Myers family. And that's who we have the Charity Foundation under for. Chris Myers, a friend I grew up with, you as well. And without everyone doing all that they did to help us, it would have never worked. But I got to find it here. I'm not real good technically with my phone, but I'm going to find it. But anyway, Sarah Plants and Calvin Melly for letting us, let me turn it this way so I can see. Well, maybe.
Do you need one of the kids to help you?
I might be. That's okay. For letting us set up at the restaurant. Let's see, let me make it here. Jeff Burnett, General Manager, for letting us use the course on such short notice. Jerry Stutler, Superintendent, and he worked on the course. He came up there on Sunday and tried to get carts ready. Let's see, Sandy and Gina in the pro shop getting teams together in the carts. Cody Brown, Randy Cobb, putting the names on the carts. I mean, it was just a phenomenal thing that happened. It was a phenomenal event. I just couldn't believe we were still walking around saying, wow, can you believe we were underwater one day and we're golfing the next day? So, I mean, I really want to thank you guys. Low Creek Golf Course. It was just an awesome event.
Thank you, Councilman. I appreciate that. I'll make sure we pass it along to everybody too. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Anything else, Jared? You want to share about the state tournament?
Well, I want to share before Sean gives you a hard time, since I wasn't there the second time.
Well, I was getting ready to say, we now realize you will do anything to avoid the state tournament. You got COVID. I mean, I don't know.
But it went tremendous. I've heard nothing but good things about it. Our crowd was incredible. We had a guy that came and sold lemonade for the first time this year, and he sold 45 5-gallon buckets the first day, and he hadn't done that at the girls' basketball tournament. So he had to turn around the next day and get 25 more. So the crowds were unbelievable. We took some video of it yesterday. We're having a meeting tomorrow just to go over the good and the bad. And but it was a huge success. I think the motels were sold out. KRT was awesome. They gave us a couple of buses, and it really worked out good for us, the shuttle people. Our parking went a lot better than it was the year before.
Yeah.
So I think it was a big hit, and I appreciate Sean, Chief, and the fire department for all they did too. And Public Works, those guys worked basically from 7 o'clock in the morning till 9:30 every night. And Nick did an awesome job. So it was a big success for the whole city and for the city of South Charleston. I mean, it was.
And for the SSAC, I understand last year they set record sales and tickets, and this year they exceeded that.
Yeah.
That's what I was told. And never experienced that particular tournament and what the thousands of people that come to our city. Just drive through the park next year when it comes.
No, don't do that.
No, don't.
Or park at number 4 and walk through the park. I mean, I drove through it a few times. You're better off on a golf cart than you are on a vehicle, but parking is, I mean, we park them everywhere, and I want to commend the staff because last year we got a little surprised by the crowds. We didn't really anticipate. We knew we were going to have good crowds. I don't know that we were going to do about that many folks there. So traffic was backed up. If you can visualize the Ellis Field where they were collecting tickets and cars backed up from there all the way to the school bus garage is where they were backed up last year. And that's probably almost 2 miles of traffic. And, but anyway, we got together, we met, we had several meetings, and we made adjustments. And this year, traffic flow was good, parking was good. There was 1,000% turn. We had one little hiccup that was self-inflicted, and we fixed it fairly quickly. But other than that, it was. I got to commend the staff and the police department did. I kept hearing a lot of good compliments, Brad, about PD. What a great job they did. Matter of fact, Mick was leaving for the beach today, and he said, "I want to make sure you tell Brad how great those guys were." And
Captain Gordon did a heck of a job.
Yeah, they did a good job.
Yeah,
and so
we picked some good guys for the beach.
what a great event for the city. As Gerald said, our hotels are full, our restaurants are full, everything's good. And I think Little League made, fields look good. Our Little Leagues made, I don't know how many thousands of dollars they made in concessions, but it was significant. It was very significant. About 12,000?
Not counting their expenses yet, but.
Yeah. So they grossed about 12,000.
Yeah,
That's a lot of hot dogs.
and the lemonade guy donated 1,500 to them.
Yeah.
Wow.
So anyway,
Yeah, he was cool.
we got it 3 more years for sure. We have a 5-year deal with them. I don't anticipate them going anywhere, but if you get a chance, you need to drive through the park next year and see what goes into these kind of things because it's pretty impressive. It's pretty impressive. So.
Yeah, for 2 days, I would guess we probably brought in anywhere from 250 to 400,000 maybe to the city and the motels and the restaurants. And we had fans, we had buses. Lincoln County brought 3 fan buses. Just for the kids alone. Jefferson brought one all the way from Jefferson County. And it was
John Marshall bring one too?
Yeah, John Marshall.
John Marshall
Yeah.
had one. They had a fan bus.
They played in the very first game, and they went into extra innings, and then they played each other again in the championship game. It was good.
Well, someone called to warn us that they were bringing fan buses in there, but at the end of the day, it's really better for us. There's a lot of cars that we didn't have to park because fan buses came. Laura said, our last council meeting, said, if Lincoln County did, they'll bring the whole county. And I think they
Was
did.
that right?
They brought 3 buses.
Yeah, you were right. Yeah.
3 school buses
Yeah.
full.
It was good, though. It was good. A lot of good things. But the staff needs to be commended because they work their tails off. And that's over and above what they do during the day for us. And you know, have guys out there that work the garbage trucks or doing the construction crews, and then they're doing this on top of that. So they deserve a lot of credit.
It's a fun event.
It is fun.
We had fun.
Sean did okay, too.
Yeah, we had fun. Sean was up there the whole time.
No, they did. Sean's group did a great job too, as far as ticket sales. People were rolling through a little bit better. We just got better. We got better. We'll try to do it. We're having, as Gerald said, we're having a post-event meeting tomorrow, and we'll try to make it even better. We do plan on adding some more parking to the facility as well. We added how many spaces this year, Gerald?
Well, the one area we had 65, and then when we had the soapbox derby and up the parking in the senior field, we probably added another 250,
Yeah.
300.
So we'll add some more permanent parking hopefully this season
Yeah,
too.
at one time.
Anyway,
And,
okay, it was good.
You know, they stream those games. They were averaging 500.
Yeah.
I watched
views.
them.
Yeah, online
Video
too.
Productions.
Yeah.
He does a great job.
He does. I was impressed with him. I walked up in the press box and looked around and watched how they,
Butch
and it was
does a
impressive.
really good job. He's a good actor.
Yeah.
He did a
But they
good
did
job.
have a lot of people watching online.
I think there was 2,000 watching when I went up there. Of course, that was each game. You had 3 games going on, single way, double way, triple way, so 700 watching each one.
We had several school superintendents there. I know Putnam County's was there, and I know Raleigh County's was there. There was a lot of school highlights.
And the amazing thing about it was, we didn't have any incidents.
No, we didn't.
Parents pretty much behaved, you know, everybody was, I mean, didn't have any incidents, did we, Chief?
No,
I think we had a couple medicals that,
No, it was, yeah, we had a couple medicals.
Chief White said, I think we had a couple medicals, but other than that,
He probably doesn't want to know. I think Martin took a foul ball. He was down. He was hurt for a little bit. The news guy, Jim
Yeah.
Lake news guy,
Yeah.
yeah.
how many medicals did we have, Chief?
He said that you were muted.
Oh, I'm muted? I'm not muted, am
He said.
Yeah, you.
I? Oh, am I? I'm sorry.
I didn't want to.
Chief, how many medicals did we have? Now you're muted. That's now your fault, not mine.
We had a couple, had a lady with chest pains that they transported out of there, and a few little heat-related. That's about it.
Okay. That's not bad for that many people. Okay.
No, not at all.
Okay. All right. Anything else? Questions for department heads? Anything?
Sean, tell them what you told me this evening.
Oh, yeah, about the opening weekend for the pool went really well, especially Monday. We actually brought in over 500 people on Monday, and we actually brought in more revenue at the pool than the golf did that day.
Wow.
So that tells you how many we had to come through.
Yeah.
Good.
Good deal.
I was up there, Mayor, yesterday with my grandson. It was awesome. It really was. I mean, which is 93 degrees, you know, but it's just a clean, and I even had lunch there. Some of the people worked in the stands there, and they're so happy to be working there, the young people. I didn't know them. I introduced myself. We sat there at the table, and even the food that came down, they were thankful for that. That food that came down. Yeah, man, you know, it's free. Yeah, exactly. It was really good. I mean, the pool was great.
Good.
You know.
Okay. Anybody else?
On there also,
Yes.
was it the Saturday before, we had the National Guard there? They couldn't find a place to have it. They wanted to have a family picnic, the Army National Guard. All our shelters were rented, so the only one we had available was the pool, and we wasn't open yet. So what we did was, we let them have the shelter there at the pool, and they were so appreciative. They just wanted to tell everybody how appreciated it was and thanked. And we told them they couldn't swim, so they brought a hose, and they had a little water thing for their kids, but I think some of them got in the pool. Sean had a big panic out. So, but they did want me to say how appreciative they were, because they couldn't have it anywhere else. It was a family event for them. It's the first time they've had it without having it at the Armory, and so they just thought it was great. They appreciate everything the city did.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that is good.
You don't have to be the fun police, do you?
Sometimes.
Safety police.
Yeah. Yeah.
They were in the baby pool.
You ran them out of the baby pool? All right, guys, anything else? Anybody?
How good have they all behaved?
Is the motion adjourned? Is there a second? All in favor? Meeting adjourned. Thank you all. Have a great weekend.